wonder if Russian bias or OP monster tanks would win. Neither have I, until a subscriber actually requested it. And I decided to go ahead and try it out, where it was just a whole team of monster tanks: Smasher, Gravedigger, Annihilator, Spike, Nightmare, whatever, versus 7 of the same similar tier type, completely Russian tank. And so wanted to go in starting off on the monster side as the Tankenstein, just to kind of see what would happen in this scenario. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think before kind of going through this video. We're going to go through a series of matches and just kind of see what this is going to be like if you take 7 of the monster tanks in the game and put them against the same matchup of tiers of Russian tanks, just to see how the monster tanks compare to the tech tree or just what other types of other tanks in the game are. Now, already the monster tanks have killed and wiped out 3 Russian tanks, and there's only 1 monster tank wiped out, and they are falling like flies. This poor LTTB, just pleading for his little life here. And see if he can get around. Tankenstein's pretty slow. He might, but unfortunately not. And gonna try getting this one shot off the LTTB and just see what we can do here. Okay, so now only 1 Russian tank left. Can he do it? Can he carry the team to victory? Now what we're gonna do, this was clearly quite an annihilation of the Russian tanks. So I'm gonna go on the Russian side after this, just to see if that may help kind of them, just to really confirm, okay, 2 games, now I'm on the Russian side. Let's just see what this is like. And then if we still get whooped, every game after that, we're going to add 1 more additional Russian tier 8 tank, just to see how many more higher tier tanks is it needed to win against the OP monster tank. So we'll just see what happens here. So now I'm on the Russian side, T-34, obviously the lowest tier tank. There's only tier 5 and tier 7 of these monster tanks, nothing of tier 6, because you've got the Scavenger, the Nightmare, the Spike at tier 5, and then you have tanks like the Vindicator, the Smasher, the Dracula, the Gravedigger, things of that sort on the monster tank, but it's only tier 5 and 7. So I'm gonna fast forward here, a bunch of ring around the rosy around the map, which was kind of boring, and just kind of get to the chase. So getting myself in a pretty good position here where I'm able to get some side shots. Can't quite pen, needs to use some APCR, and was able to dodge that smash around, thank goodness, because that would have wiped me out pretty bad. Great shot. Just now I'm in a little bit of trouble here after I see this Helsing, because he's got great maneuverability, that dual shot cannon, and that basically wasted a lot of my health and did not put me in a good position. And I don't have any chance right now. So I got completely wasted, and we're gonna just see what else the other team can do here. So we've got 1 tier 8 excuse me, 1 tier 8 tank here. So I lied, we actually started moving up 1 tier 8 at a time, just a little sooner. And we're just gonna see if now, with us having 1 tank just a tier higher, is able to do it. So got the SU-130 here, great DPM, good cannon, and we are still losing. The Russian side is still down. There's 3 Russian tanks left, and there is 4 monster tanks left. So gonna see if they can make a comeback, if they can survive. And let's just see if this can happen. That LTTB is pretty low on health. It looks like he's in a bad spot, which unfortunately was not able to pull through. And things are just not looking too good, but there could potentially still be hope. So there's two Russian tanks left, one of tier 8 versus 3 monster tanks, and that was quite a hit. Tanks like the Tankenstein, the Smasher, and the Annihilator that are left do have a pretty good output of damage per shot, so it can be quite lethal here. So speeding this up some more, since it's some pretty slow gameplay here. Great shot on the side of the Tankenstein, but unfortunately that ISU 130 just did not quite make it. And then lastly, the SU 122, 44, and then let's speed it up. And can he keep him from getting him? Oh, he's pushing on him. Very smart move, but that Smasher is just much heavier. And unfortunately, the Russians still lost, even with a tier 8 tank. So now we're going to step it up, and we're going to put 2 tier 8 tanks on the Russian side and see if we can do this. So let's see here. We still have the ISU 130. And now we have an IS-5 on the Russian side. And against all the monster tanks still, tiers 5 and 7. But now the Russian tanks have 2 tier 8s. And okay, so now it looks like they all went over to the right side. And that was not good. We basically lost one of our SUs way too fast. Get some shots off here. Nice little damage to the ammo rack. And not quite. He pops out a little more. Not yet. So, little monster mash. Friendly competition here. Monster tanks versus Russian bias. Doing a little better here, trying to play a little bit extra careful, being one of the weakest tanks on the battlefield at tier 5, everyone else basically at tier 7. Now the tier 5 on the enemy team is the Scavenger, which is a pretty good tank. Okay, they're closing in. I gotta protect this SU-130, so I'm gonna try backing him up. See just what we can do. The Russian tanks are down 2 tanks. Uh-oh. Dracula comes in here hot. Uh-oh. This is not good, putting us at a really bad spot. I cannot lose this SU-130. We just did. And once again, the Russian tanks are just getting annihilated even after having 2 tier 8 tanks. Wow, this is incredible. I cannot believe this. And so through each game, swapping out, had a lot of different subscribers in the queue, trying to make sure that everyone had a chance at doing this. So yeah, just definitely mixed up the players. Want to thank all my subscribers, to those that helps. If you like to help out with any of these challenge, historical recreation vids, whatever, shoot me a friend request. I'm on the NA server. Also join the Discord server, because that is where I actually make the announcements of when I'm doing these vids, so you guys can join the room. So yeah, the IS-5, that was bad. We didn't even take out a single monster tank. So yeah, so now we're gonna step it up and add another tier 8 tank. So we've got the SU-130 PM, the 252U, and we've got an SU-152. Let's see, that's the same tier 7, and the IS-5. So we've got 3 tier 8 tanks now on our side. Can we finally win this one? We're gonna find out. So kind of running into some of our teammates there. I was trying to head over here a little bit to the left hand side. Got our IS-5 pushing. Looks like a lot of those monster Halloween tanks are kind of over on the left side. I'm going to try to see if we can peek up here, get some shots. Yeah, it looks like they're pinned pretty far back. May have a shot, unfortunately do not make it through. I don't think I'm spotted, but a great guessing shot on that smasher to shoot up there through the bush. So we're going to try to put them in an uncomfortable position here. I'm going to try flanking a little bit. Let's just see if we can get this Nightmare. And not having much luck penetrating these tanks. I am the lowest tier. That Nightmare is also a tier 5, but trying to see if we can just keep getting eyes on these enemies. Try to help our team out. Things are actually looking a lot better for us. However, let's see, I'm not going to be able to penetrate that smasher, unfortunately. Now the monster tanks are finally taking some hits. It looks like the Russian tanks are able to do something now. Okay, it looks like we got the Nightmare pushing up over here. Excellent, was finally able to get a penetrating shot. And they may be pushing on me. This Helsing is not what I want to see again. Depleting a lot of my hit points. I gotta move around here into a different position. Ooh, oh no, not good. Oh, excellent bounce. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, he's down to one hit. Can I make it? Alright, I gotta be very careful. Oh, shoot. Bounce. Oh, no. Oh! I made it, and I killed the Dracula. Incredible. I cannot believe I actually made that. Alright, so I gotta pen off the Helsing. So the Russian tanks, now the tables look like they've turned. Russian tanks have not... Oh, I take that back. They did. We did lose one. There's now two monster tanks left. It looks like 2 Annihilators. We're going to go down here, see if we can finish these guys off. Down on the beaches of Normandy. And these monster tanks are pretty strong. I think, honestly, this really goes to show how broke some of these tanks can be and just how devastating they can be. That it took 3 to 5, let's see, what was that, 1 2 3, yeah, so like that many tier 8 tanks. So hopefully you enjoyed this. This is the Muffin here. Stay cool and keep tanking.